Hi, ladies. Welcome to an evening with iPath Restorative Yoga and me. My name's Carla. I know there was a request to introduce yourselves. So Francie's in the blue and Nancy is in the black. Welcome to my class tonight.
Thank you. Hi, Nancy.
Hi, Francie.
So the first thing you should know about iPath Yoga is that it should never be painful. And if you are feeling any kind of pain, you want to move out of the position and get my attention by raising your hand or just raising your voice and letting me know. You may feel some mild tingling. That's okay. That's the energy channels or your nadis opening up. But numbness or pulling or discomfort is not okay. So just let me know. But I'm going to start first with demonstrating block placement. We're going to be on our blocks so we want to make sure that we have them placed correctly. So we're using yoga blocks, and I just want to show you the 3 height block of the blocks. This is the first height. It's the lowest height. Then if you turn the block there's a second highest height. And if we turn the block again, there's the 3rd highest height. So the first block we're going to place is going to be our shoulder block. And we want to position it about 1/3 of the way across the mat. And it's going to be longwise this way. And then at about a hand's width apart, we're going to position the head block. And usually students will start on the 2nd highest block. And if that's not comfortable for you, let me know so I can help you adjust. And then when we lay back onto our blocks, the easiest thing to do is lay back on that shoulder block and just kind of roll on it and feel that it's in the right place. And then the flat part of your head should be on the head block. The goal is for your flat side of your chin to be parallel with the ground. So we don't want your chin pointed up or pointed down. So the point of the chin is going to be perpendicular to the ground, and the flat part is going to be parallel. So let me check your placement. Francie, I can't see your head or your head block at all.
Which way should I move?
If you pull the camera back,
Okay.
so that I can see your entire length of your mat, that might help. Okay. Nancy, it looks like your head block is a little too low. Can we try that, or try the cork block? Okay, your head block should be straight up and down and not at an angle.
Can you see me, Carla?
Okay. Yes, I can see that your chin is in the right position. I can see a lot of your shoulder block, which means it probably needs to, it's probably too high. You need to move it down a little bit. Good. No, good. You're both good. Okay, is anyone uncomfortable?
No.
Because we're going to be here for a few minutes. This is our heart opener. This is one of our first poses in the 5-pose sequence. And this pose is going to open up our chest area. You're going to feel lengthening of the back of the neck and some lengthening in the mid spine. And this is kind of a reverse pose from our daily habits of curling into our computers, curling into our phones, curling into ourselves. So this is the heart opener. Let's now focus on our breathing. Usually folks, they inhale about 2 to 3 seconds. They exhale about 3 seconds. We're going to try to lengthen the breath. So you may want to start counting your breaths. And we want our feet to be hips width apart or slightly wider. And as you're noticing your breath, we want to make sure that our head is centered on the block. And the easiest way to do that is to draw an imaginary line from your belly button to your nose. And if it hits the center of the nose, your head is centered. But if it doesn't hit the center of your nose, you want to lift just your head and move it so that it is centered. So you can check that now. So let's continue to focus on the breath. What we want to do is lengthen it and deepen it to 4 seconds on the inhale, 4 seconds on the exhale. So inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you can continue at this, at your pace, your 4-second breath. If you're able to, you might want to try lengthening and deepening the breath to 5 seconds. And then we want to relax our foreheads, relax the muscles of your eyes, relax your arms, relax your hands and fingers. Let your legs relax, your feet relax, and your toes relax. On your next inhale, allow your arms to rise up towards the ceiling. Palms are going to face each other. Just allow them to rise up. And then we're going to bend our elbows, grasp each hand with the opposite wrist, forearm, or elbow, whatever feels most comfortable. And then we're going to allow our arms to drift back towards our foreheads. And this is called a halo because it forms a little halo around your head. If this is comfortable for you, you may stay here. If you feel like you can lengthen further, you can allow the arms to float over the head, wherever you're comfortable. You may also use the third block under your hands for extra support if they feel like they're floating in the air. Let's breathe here. Let's take 3 breaths. when you're ready, on your next inhale, release your arms, allow them to float up to the ceiling. Palms are going to face each other. And we're going to bend our elbows and switch sides. So whatever arm was on the bottom is now on the top. And we're going to come into halo on this side. This is the side that you did not choose first. So it's usually your non-dominant side or your weaker side. And you just want to notice how this feels differently from halo on your other side. We're going to take 3 breaths here. When you're ready, after the 3rd breath, we're going to release the arms, allow them to float up towards the ceiling. Palms are going to face each other. And then we're going to allow the arms to drift down to the ground, whatever position they want to be in. Palms will be up. Okay. And remember, your shoulder block should be on the lowest height. Let's take another breath here. And then when you're ready, on your next inhale, raise your arms up towards the ceiling. Palms are going to face each other. Bend at the elbows. We're going to come into halo again. Grasp your wrist, forearm, or elbows. Allow your arms to drift over your head. And feel that good stretch. Feel that those beautiful muscles lengthening.
Excuse me, Carla.
Yes.
Is my shoulder block in the right place?
Your shoulder block looks too high. Is it on the lowest level?
Yes.
Well, then it's in the right place. You're just a tiny person.
All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate the help.
Okay, on your next inhale, when you're ready, you're going to lift your head above your block, no more than an inch, and you're going to, as smoothly and slowly as possible, turn it to the right. And let's take 3 breaths here.
Do I put my head back on my block?
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
Do I put my head back down onto my block?
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Yes, absolutely. You want to notice whether your ear touches the block or how close it gets to the block without touching.
Thank you.
Yes. On your next inhale, you're going to lift your head no more than an inch over the block, and you're going to rotate it as slowly and smoothly as possible all the way to the left. We're strengthening those muscles in the back of the neck. Lengthening those muscles on the right side. And take 3 breaths here. When you're ready, after your 3rd breath, We're going to lift our heads and rotate them back into the center position. Release our arms, allowing them to float up. Palms face each other. We're going to come into halo on the other side. So whatever arm was on top is now on the bottom. And when you're ready, you can allow your arms to drift back. On your next inhale, you're going to lift the head no more than an inch. Turn it all the way to the left. And then again, set it back down on the block and notice how close your ear is to your block. And with practice, know that eventually both of your ears will rest on the block. After your third breath here, we're going to lift our head up and rotate it as smoothly and slowly as possible all the way to the other side. Let's take 3 breaths here and feel the lengthening all along the right side. Notice if this feels different than it does on your other side. When you're ready, after your third breath, we're going to lift our heads, rotate them back to center, allow them to rest on the block, release your arms, allow them to float up to the ceiling, palms facing each other, and then let them drift down to the floor wherever it feels comfortable for them to lie. Okay. If it feels like your elbows are not in alignment, you want to just move your elbow. And the way to do that is to act like there is just gum on your elbows, move them slightly outward. And that will align your shoulder, your elbow joint, and your wrist joint. Yeah. Okay. We're going to take a deep breath here. And then we're going to move into hammock pose.